Hello, this is Osiris USA from the Thrifty Gamer, and today we're going to be having a look at Dragon Nest. Now this is an action MMO RPG by Nexon Games. We'll just have a little look around town here. As you can see, of course there are people trying to sell gold. That is not really any surprise. This is just our little beginning town. It's kind of neat looking. As you can tell, the animations and the art style of this is kind of cartoony, which is okay. One note about character customization, you can kind of see it. I'll come stand next to this guy here. There is not a whole lot of customization as far as options for, you know, different hairstyles, face styles, things like that. It's pretty basic. You can change the colors on all your stuff, but pretty much you're gonna run around looking like everybody else in the game. So that's kind of a downside. I like to make mine a little more personally. So I have been questing for a little while. You can see I'm level 5. It's also important to note here that your little reticle follows with your mouse movement. So whatever you're looking at, that's what you're going to be attacking with your mouse reticle here. You can turn this off with the control key and get your pointer back if you need to point at something for whatever reason. As you can see, I'm level 5 here. All of these are emotes. You can use those in the town. You can't use any of your special abilities in town, of course. Don't really need them. You've got all your different little menus here. Everything from special events to social panes to your inventory. All that kind of stuff is going to be found right down here. And then right over here in the corner is the Dragon Vault. Now that is going to be your marketplace. So you go in there and you can buy stuff in the game. Alright, so let's get our little reticle back here. Like I said, I've quested through a little bit here. I now need to go out into the world and find one of the militia members and talk to them. Now you can see that all of these areas out here are instanced, and so when you go out there, there's not going to be anybody else out there. They work like a dungeon. They're actually called dungeons. So when you go in there, you're going to be the only person there trying to complete the stuff that you're doing. So I like that. It gives you this option every time you come to the portal to find a party, if you wish to. We'll just hit OK and move through the portal here. So I'm not going to tell you a lot about what's going on here, because it's kind of a... I don't want to ruin the plot. You know, I don't want to have any spoilers, so I'm not going to tell you what's going on, except for to tell you that right now I'm looking for a militia member and a young girl from the village that have gone missing. So here's my militia member here that I'm supposed to be talking to.
What is it?
Now everything that you do in this game interacting with NPCs is going to come up in this little text bubble here, and it's going to be a conversation. So up here is what they're saying, down here is your response. It's pretty straightforward. So he's going to tell me that they came through here, where they've gone, and we're going to the Shadow Forest Depths. We're supposed to be looking out for another militia member, Sam. Right.
Farewell.
And then you'll get this little arrow on your screen kind of giving you instructions on where to go. You can also see that over here you have an objective, and it gives you a direction to go for that objective and how many meters it is away. So that's pretty cool. I like that too. This game's got quite a bit going for it. I've actually been enjoying it a lot. I had to kind of stop myself from playing too much so that I could actually do this. Alright, so we're going to the Shadow Forest Depths. Over here you've got a difficulty selection. It's defaulted to easy. We'll go ahead and put it on normal. And then, of course, there's Hard Master and Abyss. I think these might unlock after you've beaten it on normal, so on and so forth. But I'm not completely sure about that. I'm not exactly sure when those become available, if they become available at all at this level, or in the single player style. Alright, so here we are in the Shadow Forest Depths. We'll get to see some combat now. Alright, so we look around with our mouse here, we use WAS and D to move, and then our skills are on hotkeys 1 through 5. Well, 1 through 0, really, but I've only got about 4 skills at this point. Alright, got some of these little critters. They are called poochums. Just kind of strange looking little guys. Let's give him a good boot. Alright, so there's all this stuff that you can pick up. They've dropped some money here. We got these little goblins. We'll beat him up. Looks like we've got a new one over there that I haven't seen yet. Oh. Let's see what we can do about this. It does kind of get hectic, and it's a little hard to control what's going on in the battle, just because you have to move the mouse to move your character in the direction that you're wanting to attack. So if, like, for instance right there, if something is behind you, it might take you a couple mouse movements in order to get turned around. So that's kind of a downside on that respect. I would like to see it a little easier to, about face, even if it was just in the form of another hotkey that you hit and would turn you directly around 180. That would be awesome. Alright. You can see we have another portal here. This is going to take us into the next area. As you can see, the artwork on this game is really pretty good, and the environments look nice. The trees look pretty good. The character models are so-so, in my opinion. Like, these little goblin guys aren't particularly impressive, but that's just my personal opinion on that little bit. But the game world looks pretty darn good, so I guess we'll cut them a little slack there. Another thing that this game really has going for it is that it's a ton of fun. It really is. I am enjoying the heck right out of this game. So that always helps, If you have a good game, then it's a little easier to forgive some of the things that you might not like so much in the game, just because it's fun to play. And this one really, really is. I am enjoying this immensely. So that's like the biggest upside to any game, really. So if it's not that fun to play, then you're gonna really be concentrating on everything else that is going on. Maybe the graphics aren't that great, and so you have a lot of reason not to play that game anymore if it's not that fun. Of course, if you have a game that has awesome graphics and is just no fun, you're not going to play that game either. So it's not just restricted to this thought of, you know, you're going to play a game that isn't any fun just because it looks good, because that's not really the truth either. Alright, let's get these last few goblin guys taken care of, and we'll check out some of the items that have dropped here. Got some more copper. This, as you might suspect, is just your in-game currency. Wisdom of the Owl. I'm not sure what that is. They look like they might be some kind of training manuals or something. Let's go into the inventory and find out. Wisdom of the Owl is a skill book for the Archer class. As you can see, the Archer is in red. I am not playing the Archer class, I am playing the Warrior class. So that's just going to be vendor fodder for me. I'll just sell that off to a vendor. And same thing with that, that's another Archer item. Looks like I've got some good pants that I'm not wearing for some reason. Let's equip those. Okay. Well, since we've got this up, as you can see, my appearance didn't change at all by putting on those pants. What you have here are costume slots. And all of this stuff is going to be how you personalize your character. This is going to be how you kind of customize it and make it your own. And then this is actually what you're going to see in the game on your character. I'm not really sure, but I don't think that you can equip just any item in there. Let's try put these pants in. Nope, nope. As soon as I pick them up, it wants me to put them on the general slot. So that isn't going to work. So you have to buy these costume items from the store. And I may go in and show you a little bit of that as soon as we're out of this dungeon. Let's smash open some crates here. As any hack and slash type game goes, you have to break open all kinds of good stuff. Alright, now most of these dungeons are only 3 sections, so we should see a boss in this section here, and that looks like him right there, the little red guy. So he's going to be a little bit tougher, and he's going to have a heck of a lot more hit points than anybody else. And he will also do some special attacks that are not very nice. So yeah, there's that control problem again. I got turned around and just couldn't get him back in my sights. Let's try and take care of some of this trash here. Looks like I'm hurting pretty bad. I'll go ahead and use a potion. Ooh. This guy's kicking my butt. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with him here. Okay, let's see. What can we do? Let's get hit by a rock and die, I suppose. Well, this is the death system then. Impromptu. So what we have here is we can either hit R to res, and I do believe that you have little coins that you have to use in order to do this to res inside of the dungeon, or you can press F12 to exit. So let's go ahead and res and get back on our feet here and see if we can't take care of this situation. Alright, where the heck did he go? There he is. Looks like I got lucky on that one and inadvertently dodged his attack. Alright, let's... Almost got him down here. Let's try and finish him off. It's gonna be close. There we go. Alright, so it gives you this little timer to clear room in your inventory if you need to, which I really don't, so I'm going to just kind of sit here and pick up stuff until it ends. So it'll give you some stats, give you a rank. I'm not sure exactly what the ranks mean. Then you have a few seconds to choose one of these mystery boxes. And what's in this mystery box is, well, a mystery. Looks like we've got an onyx fragment. And it doesn't look like I was going to get anything better than that. That is another thing that I kind of don't like, is when you finish these, it gives you these loot rolls, and a lot of the time the stuff in the crate or in the chest is just not any good for you. It's just going to be vendor fodder. So, you know, it would be nice to, you know, for them to at least give you a selection of, you know, some kind of way so that you knew what you were going to get, or for you to pick something that would actually be good for your character. Or if they were going to do it that way, you know, if there's only, I've seen some, they've got 4 pieces of armor, 1 for each class, and you pick a box and you pick the wrong box for, you know, you pick one for the archer class or for the mage class when you're a warrior, and there's a piece of warrior gear in there. I would like it if they would just take that out and maybe just give you that piece of warrior gear. That would be good.
What is it?
Alright, so we found Sam. We're going to ask about the missing girl and the other militiaman. He says he followed them here, but the guy we just killed got in the way. And Harpy grabbed Rose and flew off, and then Timothy ran after her. Just kind of the story thus far. Every time we think we're going to rescue Rose, something happens and somebody else takes off with her. So it's kind of the never-ending cycle of trying to save this girl. It takes me back to like the first Mario, when you get into the castle and you beat Bowser and the princess is not in that castle and you have to go on to the next one. It's just kind of that same kind of concept there. So these are the rewards we're going to get. We've got some silver, some copper, some experience, and looks like a good shirt. So close that.
Well met.
Okay. I hit the wrong button. Okay, we'll accept that this time. Then we can close it.
Goodbye.
We'll go into our inventory, equip that, and we got a ring that we picked up that I can't wear until level 7. I've got some other things in here that I've been saving. I don't know if I can wear them yet. There's another one, level 7, level 9. Yeah, so still too low a level to wear those other pieces of gear that I've been hanging on to. Go bust a couple barrels and then we'll get out of here. F12 to return to town. And it also appears that that has turned on my fraps meter. So please forgive the little numbers up in the top corner. It says that this is running terribly. Okay, so here we are back in town. We are going to... I suppose we had to turn that back into the same guy. Oh no, we already turned that in. We have to go to a different place now. So there are some other NPCs around here. This is a shop owner. She will give you a few quests. And we've got a trainer over here. This is a warrior trainer. We've got an archer trainer here. This girl here, she is in control of all of the festivities that go on in the game. We've got a blacksmith here. You can come here to repair your items. You can also enhance your items with these onyx fragments. Unfortunately, I don't have any equipment that I can enhance at this point, so that I can kind of show you how that works. This is a village elder. He's the guy that we're trying to rescue the girl Rose for. And that's about it at this point in the game. You know, like I said, I'm not real far into this. You know, we just hit level 6 while we were making the video, so there's plenty of more stuff to be seen. This game does go up to 32 levels max at this point. I suspect that they will continue to raise that cap if they continue to have traffic on this game. So the last thing that we are going to do here is check out the marketplace. So here we are in the marketplace, and we've got some different items. These are what's popular. So usable items over here, they just do different things. If you have a bound item, you can use this one to unbind it and trade it to someone. Jelly beans, I think, are a gift that you can give people in the game, NPCs specifically. This game does have a friendship system that's kind of like a rep system, but you gain friendship with individuals, and this is one of the gifts that you can give them, is jelly beans, and they will like you more for it. So there's all these other kinds of things. We've got bigger bags, extra storage, stuff like that. Now, these are the costumes. So this is kind of how you're going to be able to customize the look of your character. So, you know, you can come in here and you can kind of try everything on and see what it's going to look like before you buy anything, which is a neat feature. I'm good with that. So this is kind of how you're going to go about customizing your character. The hairstyle, I think, is pretty much going to be the same forever. You can get hats to cover up your hair if you so choose. But there's quite a bit of stuff here to choose from. I just wish that there was a little more customization initially. That would be nice. So looks like each class has about 10 different outfits. So we can kind of browse through these things and see what you like. It's not a whole lot, but you know, it's a little bit more than some games do. At least it's not just a game where you go in and whatever you pick up as loot is what your character looks like. That bugs me. A lot of people like the mismatched type thing where you know if you go into a high tier dungeon and get a specific piece of gear, then you can wear it and say, you know, oh look, I got these from this place. Me personally, I can't stand it. I like all of my armor to match. It's just a little pet peeve of mine. So that has been a look at Dragon Nest. Like I said, this is from Nexon Games. Go on over to dragonnest.com or to nexon.com, and you can pick up this game and any of their other games. They are all free to play, which is good. We like that. And like I said, this one is pretty darn good. I have been enjoying the heck right out of this game. It's extremely fun. So go over, pick it up, try it out. I'm sure you'll like it too. And until next time, good gaming.